Good morning. Yesterday morning, I had the morning off. Had to take the dog to the veterinarian. Costs a lot of money, these animals. And then I had to do some things myself. So doctors couldn't see me until in the morning. So that's where I was yesterday. I appreciate all the calls from everybody and all the emails and text messages. It's really kind of interesting. I feel like I have a job. Like if I don't show up, people call. Hey, are you all right? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. A light news day today, so we're going to talk about MC Protocol. And I had a discussion just a couple nights ago. As you guys know, I do TikTok live at night, 10 p.m. Black Dragon Biker TV on TikTok, and we had a discussion about, and this discussion goes on over and over and over again. I guess because new people come on the biker set or whatever the case may be. But the whole passing one percenters thing, though, passing any motorcycle club actually. But specifically, we've seen a lot of run-ins with one percenters and passing, and we had this whole discussion last night, and today's MC Protocol day. So anything you want to talk to me about MC Protocol wise, just ask, and we'll answer those questions for a little bit this morning. But so the way we do it on TikTok is there's an underlying baseline thing, which today will be the passing one percenters, like from their perspective, and then during that time, any questions that are asked, we're going to answer those questions as we move forward. So this is a light motorcycle club news day. There are a couple of stories we might get at, but other than that, we're going to talk about some MC Protocol today, and we're going to start with the baseline about motorcycle clubs passing and all that kind of stuff, and what it means, and should civilians be involved, and should civilians care about it, and all that stuff. And it's a lively topic, makes people angry and stuff, but it's a real topic. So anyway, we will be right back in a minute and 7 seconds. Right after this brief introduction, I'd like to thank you all for being around for so long. Why one percenters dislike being passed. All right, we'll be right back in a minute and 7 seconds.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Part of the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the artist stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters. There have been many, but there's only one left. And like Black Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Because he was serious as hell. So I turned him over.
Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon, and welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust on the Black Dragon Biker News TV channel. And I would like to take the time to introduce my co-host. I'm so proud to be the only motorcycle club protocol and MC news channel in the whole entire world to have my own Dr. Logic in the house.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Black Dragon? Keep it logical in the house.
What's up with you, man?
I'm starting to feel a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a gout attack last night.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to remind me.
Yeah.
If y'all never had gout, don't ever want gout. Make a grown man cry. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care.
It will make a grown man
I
cry.
don't make you be on the floor crying, mama. Yeah, you be crying.
But until you find out that you can go to the doctor and get a shot in the butt.
Yeah, but I got pills. I started popping pills.
Do those pills work?
I started popping them last night. Soon as it happened, right after Bible study. I kid you not. Right as soon as I stood up from Bible study, I felt it in my knee. I said, no. I started popping pills. I was taking one, and I told Reef about what I was taking. He said, man, you better pop about 3 or 4 of them things.
There's a new motorcycle club came out, and the club name is Son of Ghost Angel.
Son of Ghost Angel. That's the name of the club? Okay.
Son of Ghost Angel. Ghost Angel has a son.
Myself, I think my spleen is hurting, Dr. Logic. What should you do? Go see a medical doctor.
Our Satan sidekick brother here says it doesn't bother me being passed. Like not everybody cares about that.
Yeah.
Not everybody cares about that. Well, welcome to the show. I am Lavish will be here soon, and so we did call Lavish this morning.
We did call Lavish. Well, he called Lavish. Well, we called Lavish.
We called Lavish. We're on the phone together. Yeah. What's up, everybody out there? I see you, Chucky. It's so cool to have somebody from South Africa watching us and
That's
stuff.
what's up, man. That's what's up.
Look at this. This is.
I wanted to get my dual citizenship, but I'm scared I might get kicked out the country as soon as I do that.
Yeah, keep your stuff the same. Hey,
man,
brother, get him up. It's good to see you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna read something to you. I got this the other day from a friend of mine. They work in the government, and they say when you go on USA Jobs, they got questions on there, and one of the questions. Let me see if I can find it. Come on, find it. Oh, they texted it to me. I got to read this to y'all.
If they texted it to you, why are you looking at your computer?
I know, that's why.
You should be looking at your phone.
My texts come up on my computer. I got technical. Here it is. This is question number 9. I don't know what application it was. Y'all ready? It says, how would you help advance the president's executive orders and policies priorities in this role? Identify 1 or 2 relevant executive order or policy initiative that are significant to you and explain how you would help implement them if you're hired. I said, I guess I'm going to be getting that job. These are on the federal forms now, usajobs.com.
Oh, the president of the United States.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about a motorcycle club.
No, I just had to read that to you guys. It popped in my head.
What? Read that again. That's on the application.
On the application form. There's another one, and they read it to me. They didn't text it to me. It says, how would you help? These are federal jobs, y'all. How would you help advance the president's executive orders and policy priorities in this role? Identify 1 or 2 relevant executive orders or policy initiatives that are significant to you. Implement them if you are hired.
You know something? I don't particularly feel like that's a bad question. It doesn't matter who the president is.
It depends on what job you are.
It doesn't matter who the president is or what his application is, whether he's left wing, right wing, or whatever. If you are a federal government employee, you work for him. And it is your job to fulfill his agenda in your arena of where you work.
So if you are not in the quote unquote party that said president is from, you have to agree with everything he does.
It didn't say anything about agreeing to a damn thing.
Well, if I don't like the executive order of whatever, If I don't like that and I
Then
have
you
to
can
answer
go
that
get
question,
you can
I
go get a
can't.
new job.
There you go. That's what I
It
said.
didn't ask you. It didn't ask you what you liked. It said name 2 of his 500 executive
1,000.
orders.
Yeah, for any whatever
500,000.
president.
Name 2, just 2, that you would try to implement while
your
you're
job.
working for him in
You
your
don't
job.
work for him.
If you're a
You work
dog
for-
catcher and he wants, this is ugly, but if you're a dog catcher and he wants less illegal immigrants here, you might say, well, in his illegal immigrant executive order, I'll make sure that as a dog catcher, I catch all of those people's dogs that they're getting ready to get rid of out of the country.
I can't see that. That's being a loyal. And we're getting off the subject. I know I shouldn't have read that question, but that's being a loyalist. And brothers and sisters out there.
I mean, that's.
And this doesn't matter which
I think every president
administration's
should
in
have that
office.
going forward. I think every president should have that going forward.
In the military, yes, not in just a regular federal job. You work at the food stamp.
Federal
office.
employees are the federal military of the government. They're the federal workforce. It works for the government.
Not all federal jobs are in the executive branch. Ha. Not all federal jobs are in the
Says
executive
who?
branch.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, somebody said that.
Okay.
And that's true.
All right.
You
So
have the legislation branch.
I don't know about
legislative branch.
I don't know about that. So
Okay, I'm getting off subject. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
mean to
you did that. I thought you were talking about a motorcycle club because
I know.
president of a motorcycle club could ask all the prospects the same question.
Hey, I'm just sitting here listening, man. I'm lost in the whole kind of conversation.
That was my fault, Lavish.
Hey,
It just
stay
popped
out
in
of all
my
that
head.
kind of stuff, man. You know, it don't affect me, man. I make my money from the street, so I don't
See what I'm saying?
entertain all
It's
that.
not in the federal government.
I don't know. It's on the
And
face
like
of
I
it,
said, this
if you
doesn't
don't-
mean
if you don't like this particular president, on the face of it, that is like just the most horrible thing you've ever heard. But if it was your president asking that, the one that you like, would you be as upset?
but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't
And in
matter
the
what
federal government, I mean, all federal jobs are not for the executive branch,
are
but
not under the executive branch.
but they all are federal jobs, and they are under they are all under the federal. He's cutting out the whole. He obviously has the ability to cut all them damn jobs, so they must be under him.
Okay, let's move on back to motorcycling.
No, because you messed it up.
What's going on, Lavish, bro? My brother, how you doing?
Man, I'm all right, man. Working in the rain.
I want to apologize to you, Lavish.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
This is something I'm apologize to you for something you don't know that I did or I'm gonna decide to do or not to do. So I'm gonna apologize. See, that's being honorable. Because I told Lavish, if my boys were not coming in August, I would be up there. Did I not say that?
Yeah. So you coming?
No, I'm not coming.
Oh,
And the reason why I'm not coming is because there's only certain amount of times that I designate to be away from my church, and I can't be away from church that weekend.
Man, that is the
Man, I was told that the church,
they're gonna use. He's gonna use
your
the church.
absence from the building is one thing, man. But a guy told me a church is wherever you make it. It can
Church
be
is where the
inside of a
heart is,
house.
Now,
man.
you're right. You're right. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I will be in the midst. You're right. That's scripture. Although the same time, our church is in the transition and we're growing and everything. And I give them at the beginning of the year, the weekends I'm gonna be gone motorcycling.
Man, you don't owe them people nothing, man. Come on, come
I
party
don't owe
with us.
them nothing. I owe God everything.
Come hang out with us. God don't mind. I asked him.
Just fly in, man. Just fly in Friday and
Fly
fly out
in.
Saturday night, man.
Oh my
Make it
gosh.
Sunday morning.
I gotta go. Did he just say? Did he just? Did
I'm
he
saying,
just
man,
say
sometimes-
fly into a motorcycle event?
Hey, sometimes your presence is more important than how you get there, man. It's the fact that you
How far is
there.
Detroit from here? How far is Detroit? It's about 12
I
hours.
think it's
from
about
here?
12 or 13 hours, if I'm not
But it's
mistaken.
only an
That's like-
hour
that's
and a
like a-
half.
That's like
It's
a
only
trip
an
to
hour and
Atlanta.
a half in the air, bro.
No, that's like a trip to Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Which you've never seemed to come here either. I know.
Man, look, bro. I got people on the West Coast mad at me because I ain't never come to the West Coast. I've been back east a billion times.
Hey, listen. Somebody has asked us an MC protocol question.
Go ahead.
I'm
sorry, y'all. Took us off.
all morning. Dang, did we get? Okay, question for the panel. In your areas of operation, Detroit for you, Houston for you, no, Dallas for you, Atlanta for me, are 99%ers blocking 1%er access to their 99%er functions?
No.
Because
Say they blocking what?
are 99%ers blocking 1%ers access to their functions? Because in Atlanta, they damn sure are. I am here in Atlanta, and I did not know that. That's interesting. I guess what he's saying is that there are some 99%ers that are saying 1%ers are not welcome here.
Wow.
So I don't want to misquote or say, no, not quote. I don't want to not answer it correctly. When you say, blocking action, are you talking about within their events, their parties, their clubhouse?
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
If he's speaking on that, I'm gonna say to a degree, yes. In Detroit, and it's not on a territorial side of things. It's more on a let's make it make sense type of thing. We give y'all these, courtesies and respect. We don't charge y'all to come in. We don't do this. But then after so long, when does it stop? When we have these special parties, no, you can't come in unless you pay.
Unless you what?
So
unless you pay.
I don't know if that's going along with what he's asking. Unless you pay. And we get it that, a lot of the outlaw clubs, they fund themselves and they don't charge. But then when they have special parties as well, some of them do, some of them don't. And then you got some clubs that don't do it here.
Yeah, but
man. So it's like,
are they blocking access in general? Are there clubs saying you're a 1%er and y'all can't come in? We don't want y'all's money. We don't want y'all.
Is that what they're saying? Okay, if that's
I think that's what they're saying.
No, if that's what they're mentioning, no, man. You're a biker, man. You come in, you coming. If you're not, you're not. We are set. I mean, you 1% or 99. I mean, shit, we all bikers and we pretty much all rock with each other. I mean, it'd be so crazy, man, when I look at certain things and I hear certain stuff, because when you take these vests off, man, you might have 3 different bikers that live in the same neighborhood and community that see each other at the local grocery store, gas station every day. And they speaking like non-bikers and just regular everyday people. And then when it comes time to do biker shit, man, they switch up and they somebody else, and we don't rock with you and stuff like that. It's really crazy. So seeing that everybody in my city is close. We all kind of close and got special relationships and bonds with each other. But we don't. You're a 1%er. You're a 1%er. Hey, that's you, not me.
So, in light of the trouble that has just happened here, and some ongoing trouble that's been going on for a long time in Atlanta between various 1% clubs, and then you had the shootout, and it caused between the Outcast and the Wheels of Soul, which killed. It killed. Oh my goodness! Was it 1 people or 2 people that were killed? It was killed 2 people, and a total of 4 people were shot. The clubhouse got shut down and thrown out of the city it was in. So it would seem not out of the realm of possibilities that clubs would say, you know what, we don't want none of y'all here. We don't need this. We sure don't need our clubhouse closed down. We don't need the issue. We don't need the problem. And y'all can't come in. That would be interesting if that's happening in Atlanta. I'm going to call around and find out if that's happening. Maybe it's about time.
Well, you
It'll
know,
certainly make folks. It'll certainly make folks either act right or we don't even have to worry about it. Y'all can't even come over here. I wouldn't. I haven't seen too many clubs with the chutzpah to do that. I know some clubs have recently been like what you said earlier, Lavish. You're not coming in my party for free. You're not crashing my party and just busting in here. Especially now that motorcycle club parties have become like just straight up venues. They got rappers coming in. They got coliseums reserved. They've got literally tens of thousands of dollars. Even in something like you're putting on, Lavish, is really quite expensive to have people just say, I'm such and such, and I'm just going to walk in the front door, and there's not a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it. There's a lot of folks have said, no, we're not. Yeah, bro. I tell you what we'll do. We'll dial 911, or we'll get with you out here in the streets. Whatever we got to do. Nobody is going to punk us like that. So I've seen that go on, but I haven't seen just a straight up. No, y'all can't come in. That's interesting. That person was.
I never seen that either, man. I never seen that either. I mean, I've seen where clubs have banned somebody, bar somebody for. But as a whole, no, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either.
Logic, our brother out in Italy said he just spoke to Jesus and he said, throw up a couple of Hail Marys and you're good. Logic's on the phone. He didn't hear that. We'll get him in a minute. That's interesting. If you show respect to another club, you pay out. Okay, so to our topic, which we haven't spoken on yet, to our topic today, and we have a wide-ranging topic. We're talking MC protocol, but to our topic, when we talk about this whole 1% thing, and when it or motorcycle clubs in general, when it comes to passing them, but when we're talking about 1%ers in general, there's a few things to think about. Now, first of all, most clubs don't care what you do out there on the highway, as long as you're not harassing them and not buzzing them, and you're 2 lanes over and you pass. Probably nobody gives a damn, to be honest with you. But if they do care and they do confront you, here are some of the reasons why. So, like, one of the reasons is that I say this oftentimes: 1% motorcycle clubs and outlaw motorcycle clubs and their support apparatuses, they have a lot of issues going on that you as a regular civilian biker, me as a 99%er, we have no idea what they're going through in terms of who they're facing, their challenges, their legal challenges, their fights in the street and all this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know what the Crips and Bloods are going through or the Serenos or anybody else. I don't know. That's not my life. I don't live it. But to think that it ain't happening and it doesn't affect me if I'm in the same area as it would be like being at the gas station when those 2 motorcycle clubs started throwing down in Florida and they're shooting at each other and you're walking around like, oh, that's them. And bullets have eyes, so they're going to go for them and not me. I'll just walk around and not even duck down. I'm cool. That's like an ostrich sticking its head in the sand, and ostriches don't even do that. So you have to understand that if you're biking out here in this motorcycle club world, it's just like if you're walking down the street in Italy, and there are pickpockets out there. There in the world exists things. They exist. Things exist. And you're either going to deal with them or you're not, or they're going to deal with you, or you're going to be in a bad place at a bad time. So passing these guys up, buzzing them. The other day we did a video where a guy actually saw this pack, rolled up on him, shot him the middle finger, pulled a wheelie next to the pack. This guy target here, and so this goes to the argument that they don't always know what's going on around them, and they can be very protective of their pack. Because they are targets. It's hard to believe that 1%ers are targets, but they are targets. We saw one. We did a video just a couple of days ago when a pack, it looked like Vagos to me. A pack was just rolling down the road, minding their own damn business. And because it was a motorcycle club, because it was a 1% motorcycle club, because they were riding in a pack, some foolish ass biker just on a crotch rocket. He's almost like you can hear him talking. Oh my God, there they are! I'm gonna go get them. And the mischief began. and he pulls up on into their pack, and one of the guys comes up and blocks him. Like, whoa, what are you doing? What you doing, bro? That ain't looking and feeling right. What you doing? And he shoots him the middle finger, pulls a Willie right next to the pack. Now this Willie wobbles, and you go out, you take the whole damn pack out with you.
Take the whole pack out. Take the whole pack out.
A group of guys just riding in their little green motorcycle club outfits, just chilling, doing their thing, their whole leprechaun thing, just doing it, all greened out.
Why you say leprechaun?
Green. That's green.
But still, bro, you didn't have to say leprechaun.
Is that bad? I didn't. I think that's what they call themselves. But in any event, they're doing their thing, chilling. Mm-hmm. They're minding their own damn business. And here comes, and this ain't even like a rival motorcycle club. This is a dude out there who just targeted those guys. And when he gets what he wants, he gets what he's after. What is he after? He's after their attention. He's after their ire. He's looking for a confrontation. And so when a couple of them peel off the pack and go give his ass what he wants, some attention, he jumps off his motorcycle, gun in hand. And now they're confronting a shooting situation. And the one guy who I think was a prospect looked at him and said, "Oh, so you got your pistol out. We've all got one of those." So facing dumb shit all the time, no telling where it's going to come from. That came from just a guy out there in the world doing their thing. They're doing their thing. This is just some crazy ass dude. That's one. What about what they face from their adversaries? What about what they face from the people that are after them and the people that they may be after? And what about cops? And what about cars? That could have been a car guy that didn't like them. And now you're dealing with a 3-ton car trying to take you out. This is when you think about what a lot of times when we think about people, we never walk a mile in their footsteps. We never ever really think about putting on the other shoe. So those guys catch a lot of ire and a lot of disrespect. I'm working on a case where in Florida, you had 2 1% clubs get into some trouble with passing one another, and it didn't happen respectfully. Somebody was killed because of it. There was shooting and everything. And a woman was killed. A mother of 5 children was killed. And it is it happened. It's out there so much. If I was a civilian rider, I would just stay away from those guys altogether, any kind of motorcycle club. There's no way I'm trying to roll up on them and confront them. They got a whole different thing going on, but it's a real thing, and it could get you caught up. Go ahead, preacher.
Yeah, I want to make sure, like we said, we got a lot of things coming on in the comments at 10:43. Motogato said, if you want to pull that up, 10:43, your time.
To answer your topic, is this it? Many non-club members are sick and tired about MC rules that don't apply to them, so you cannot fault them when one of their friends gets jammed up and based on the MC protocol. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, what I just said, is this doesn't have a damn thing to do with MC rules. this has a thing. This is what is really going on out there on the highway, and some of these MC rules are not necessarily MC rules. They're happenings, and you rolling up on that can put you right in the crosshairs of MC shit.
And, you know, and still they you know, some people, I mean, you're the protocol expert here. Some people believe that's protocol. When I was learning quote unquote protocol and riding in a group and a pack and everything, I was taught, you know, if you want to pass, it didn't even say 1%er. It just said passing a pack, passing a club, and you go up to the tail gunner, all that. And I shared this with Black Dragon before we got on. Everyone, my son is about ready to buy him a motorcycle, and literally came in my office. He said, "I don't know that you know, I heard he's not even out there riding right now. I heard, man, that them club, and he's a matter of fact, he says those Harley guys." That's what he said. Don't like people passing them. And he said, I don't know anything about that. Of course, being my son, I'm gonna teach him. But then I'm thinking about from his perspective, hey, I just want to buy a bike and get out there and ride my bike up and down the highway. Why do I have to know?
Why? Because it's, you know, I just want to ride. I just want to walk
ride.
I just want to walk around my neighborhood and enjoy the scenery. But
right. I don't understand that. And why should civilians understand that?
Well, why should I understand why I can't wear red in this neighborhood? I'm not part of that. Why can't I wear red? What if I got a blue rag in my pocket? What will that mean? Like, when I came up, that was a real thing. I don't know if it's a real thing anymore, but when I came up, that was a real thing. To be 25 years old in an area wearing a red shirt. Now, if you were 60, it wouldn't probably matter, but at 25, you might get you killed. Where I came from, where I grew up.
We got a lot of comments, man. We got a lot of comments.
Where I came from, that might get you in trouble. So you got to understand that there's more going on than just your world. There's other people's worlds going on, and we're all in it together. We're all living in the same world. Charles said, where I live, that would be stupid and fatal. Here, you said there's a lot of comments. Let me turn them on.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of comments.
Where I live,
in our comments. We want to pay attention to our people.
And there's no cure for stupid. There's no cure for stupid, but they have brought it on themselves as for adversaries and cops. Absolutely, they brought it on themselves. Mm-hmm. Papa Penguin agreed. You have to really be careful spooking them with goose pipes. They swerve, and it can get dangerous fast. Morning, everyone. I had an idiot from a club here try to run me off the road a few times last week. God protects. And also, this idiot didn't succeed. I'm glad, Slow Ride. Good morning to you, too. Hardwire 1%er. Learn basic motorcycle rules, including basics of club protocol. I think that makes sense. Motorcycle rules on the road include motorcycle club protocol.
Do they?
Yeah, because you are interacting with motorcycle clubs as you pass them. Just like you interact with 18-wheelers. There's certain things you should know about driving on the road, period. Maybe that should be part of what everybody learns. It's hard to spot people that don't know. People that don't know don't bother people as much as ones that know and don't care. Oh, my goodness. Nahalito. I hope I said that better. This is a perfect example of how ridiculous that is. So the next time you talk trash on social media, make sure you're not hitting a hacker, because then it's just fine for him or her to whack your cell.
I don't know where that came from.
I'm not sure. Maybe he'll rewrite it. When you want to drive a car, do you not need to learn all the rules that are out there? I mean, Hardwire 1%er is on it today. You might not be part of any of the teams, but hey, welcome to the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though Rough Riders isn't an MC, we have a whole week of studying MC protocol during the membership process. You know,
I'm glad you said that.
I don't know if Rough Riders is not an MC or not. I can't say that. He is a Rough Rider, so he can say that. But I know so many Rough Riders that call themselves an MC or damn sure act like one. I think they're like on the line, the Rough Riders. I think they're definitely on the line of being an MC. It depends on which one you talk to, I think. But
Well, I like what he said that though, because
they are out there on the MC set. You know why they study MC protocol? Because they are on the MC set. They throw parties that the MCs go to. The MCs come to them. They go to the MCs. You can't tell, like they're like an executive writing club to the.
So I'm okay to learn protocol then, right? That's my rabbit hole right there, right?
They tell you not to. You get a lot of trouble. Preacher.
Yeah, I get. Look, for y'all to know, I love this subject because I get in trouble understanding protocol because I'm not in an MC. I should not even be around. I shouldn't even be around Black Dragon.
RC, aren't you in? You're in MM. You're in an MM.
Yeah,
those are recognized on the Motorcycle Club set.
Yeah, but
they're recognized.
There's just for MCs. It's just for MC. I shouldn't even talk about that. I shouldn't talk about
Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, my book. Yeah, well, they're wrong. They're wrong.
What's Hardwire saying?
What's
Them
up,
government rules.
Huh?
Government, right there. I was about to read that.
Hardwire 1%. Them's government rules. As soon as the COC puts out pamphlets in the DMV, that argument would hold water. Dustin Knight. People will try to cut the middle of the train, and I will block them, and they're still trying. Yeah. And it's crazy, but they do that. Mike Ball. Oh, the great Mike Ball. Hey, what's up, Michael? That's Michael Bradley Ball there.
Secret society.
The language that all of us understand is respect, no matter what section or secret society you are in. It's respect. Lowdown, that passing any pack should be simple road rules. If you pass a group of independents acting foolish, you can expect a problem with them too. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Grom riders pass
Oh my gosh.
a pack of independents and get set upon just like it was a motorcycle club. I was like, wow.
Man, when I first started riding motorcycles, man, I didn't have no teachers, no guidance, none of this kind of stuff. When I started in '99, none of that. No about this passing stuff. Even when I joined my motorcycle club, that wasn't even one of the first things that they were talking about, and I don't even know if it was because of the lack of, as we call it now, highway riding, ground pounding, doing what we doing, because a lot of us was just really local at the time. Mm-hmm. We were just in the city, and from Detroit, I think that the furthest we was riding our bikes without putting them on the truck on these cross brackets was like Detroit to Toledo. You had other guys that was going a little further, but as far as the riding and people talking about not passing, for me, that didn't really start to come about where it started to make a big deal until like maybe 2012, 13, 14. For me, as far as that I took notice to where it became such a big deal. Everybody, kept harassing you, bothering you, or hearing about it. Although I never had any problems, and we haven't had any problems, we still had common courtesy on the road as a club when you're in a pack. Like, hey, man, you don't want to startle somebody in the pack. You don't want to do X, Y, Z. So I think a lot of it comes with common courtesy and being around. But when it was just like crotch rockets, and I don't know who can vouch for it, or, if it was like that, in their era. But in the crotch rocket era, we didn't have too much of a pack, man. It was just pretty much, this is the destination, and
Bumblebee.
There, don't be the last one there.
They all over the place.
Bumblebee.
They all over the place.
like a herd. It's going everywhere.
I want to actually speak on it, since that Rough Rider was on there. I want to say the only crotch rocket group at the time that I seen that was actually in an actual pack, I'm probably going to say the Rough Riders, because at that particular time, it wasn't a lot of people popping up with these clubs and stuff. So I want to say that was like really the first crotch rocket organized pack of riders that I noticed back then, before all the rest of the clubs started to come around.
Yeah, they did have organization even from the beginning, way back with Wink 2000 and them.
Wink 1100, man.
Wink 2000, he became Wink 2000. You can't call him Wink 1100. That's like calling Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay. You can't do that. You got to call the man Wink 2000 now. You're Wink 1100 forever. That's it.
Hey, to tag on to what Lavish said, read the next comment from K Biker Community. Just go down one.
Did we read this one already? Yeah. I have been riding for 40 years and heard any of this stuff, and until I started watching this channel. And that's why we're here. Yes, that's why we're here.
Well, if I'm thinking correctly, and what they're saying is like, I like Lavish was just saying, we get out there and we ride and everything. I didn't hear about, it's a proper way to. I'm not gonna be stupid to be on the crotch roger and do it 150 miles an hour past a pack. I'm not personally, but I didn't know to go to the back person and
that's really for motorcycle clubs, passing motorcycle clubs. That's really what that's for. But a lot of civilians have been running into this, and so especially on 2-lane roads, like if you're on a 6-lane road, I don't think anybody would care. But it's what a lot of civilians have been running into, so it's our job to inform you what's going on. And yeah, motorcycle clubs more and more are wanting, whether it's fair or not, they're wanting people to understand these protocols. And if we're talking about the 1%er clubs, because a lot of them are facing all kind of stuff, and you rolling up on a motorcycle behind them, they don't always know who you are. So maybe it's not fair, maybe it's not right, but it damn sure is worth understanding. Because understanding it can be the difference in having a good day and a bad day. And most of us want to have good days on our bike riding adventure. It only takes one negative encounter with anyone, says Motogato, and their perspective with that person may be to judge to the whole, i.e., MCs, crotch rockets, cops, etc. Yeah, it only takes one negative interaction. Hardwire, just like big cities, some areas you want to stay out of if you don't want to get mugged. It's good to know this shit. There is no rule against going there. No rules against jumping off a cliff.
But should you? right. Insane Throttle says send him a link.
Oh, Insane wants in.
Yeah. He said, look, you killing me with this apologist stuff. Throw me a link and I'll give you dead on, no BS on this subject.
No, you can't come. No, hell no. I'm sending it right now, James. Give me a second, bro.
But K Biker Community, is saying never heard of tail gunners.
I sent it to you. Yeah, I never heard of tail gunners till I started doing this channel myself. I've learned a lot doing this channel. Hey, Hollywood, I just sent it to you I texted it to you. Do you want me to send it to you on Instagram? He's an Instagram dude. Here, let me, him and Mike Ball are Instagram people. You'd be like, I sent it to you. Oh yeah, man, that was,
Outlaws TV. Outlaws TV says, until you start riding, you really don't know anything. I know I never seen and I don't know what he's saying. We call tail gunners sweepers. I guess everybody call them. What y'all call your guy in the back? Oh, they're Lavish. Tail gunner, road captain.
No, we just call him the rear road captain.
Yeah,
rear road captain.
We call him assistant road captain. So
okay.
Yeah, this whole tail gunner thing was new to me when I first started doing this channel. I didn't know what the hell the tail gunner was. Okay,
yeah, I'm just I thought, hey, don't laugh, but I thought when you said the tail gunner, I thought you was talking about a motorcycle club.
The name. So there you go again.
I thought you just talked about a new motorcycle club, man.
Hey, Lavish, did you get contacted by No Rules or something like that, man? Did you get contacted? Because I saw you did a flyer after we talked about that.
Did I get contacted by who?
No Rules, No Dues. Because
No, I don't. No, I haven't.
Where's Hollywood? I sent him the link.
I saw you do a flyer. That's why I'm saying. I started laughing. I said maybe they contact Lavish. Yeah, we a real MC, man.
I think we communicated on the as far as that, and I think no. Let me. I don't know if it was an actual contact through them or if I seen a Facebook post I was tagged in or if we shared it on.
Oh, okay.
And everybody, we would like to welcome the great Hollywood James Masarai from Insane Throttle.
What's up, guys?
Don't do it. I see it in your eyes. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, he's ready. Hollywood look like he's ready. He's itching, bro.
You're killing me with this apologist stuff, man. Let me put it down. Just give you a little of my thoughts right here. This has never been a problem. Never. Except for the last, I have to say, 9 years. And the reason why it's been a problem in the last 9 years is you had a whole generation, I guess, of guys growing up on this internet stuff. And no nudge against you, BD, because you're just trying to help out. But you got a million channels out here that are supposedly talking about protocol. And what they're doing is taking to heart what these people are saying and bringing it out on the street. This is
who is taking it to heart? The 1%er kids or the 99%er kids? Who's taking it to heart? It's
all these new generation MC members are saying, well, protocol this, protocol that. Well, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. It was never, ever a problem before the internet. And some of the stuff, I'm going to take, because I guess it's a regional, this type of so-called protocol. Half the stuff, I would have to say 90% of the stuff that is said on the internet about this supposed protocol, if you bring it to Chicago, you're getting a dotted I. Plain and simple. You're getting a dotted I.
He sound like Lavish. Bring that to Detroit if you want to.
I'm not trying to go against you. I know you brought the 99%er stuff up. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as it in Chicago. No such thing as a 99%er.
It's a new term. It's a new term.
Well, and that term is taken off through the internet. If you use 99%er here in Chicago, you're getting your ass handed to you because that is the DC Eagles here. And what has happened is now all of a sudden you can't pass a 1%er. That has no bearing here in Chicago. They're not going out there and ragging your ass because you pass a pack. That just don't work here. That is an internet made thing. And now you have all these younger people taking what these channels are saying as gospel, as pure gospel. And that's what you have going on now. And if you actually go over to my other channel, because I put up that video with the outlaw doing it, I guarantee he's probably got his ass chewed out by now. And you can see the reply. This is what's turning people against MCs, is this kind of crap where they say, well, you can't pass me, or you got to do this or do that. You're dealing with a generation, and this didn't even happen in the 90s. None of this stuff did happen in the 90s or 2000s. It's a new thing where people, it was said on YouTube or Facebook, so it's that way. It's not that way. You got a younger generation of writers that are getting turned off by MCs because of this kind of stuff. And the apologists, well, they have to watch their back. Dude, I wrote it. That's what comes with it. That's exactly what I'm not going to pull some kid off on the side and try to tell them, hey, you got to do this and do that. That's just not how it works. Not here in Chicago, man. But the apologist stuff about the MCs, come on, man. You know, I support MCs and stuff, but that's ridiculous.
Well, you've turned on MCs in the past past few years. Your whole kind of take on MCs has kind of turned,
and that's because of this kind of stuff where they want to take what they see on the internet into the street, and that's just not how it works.
So,
and I'm talking locally.
I just have to. So I have to disagree with you on a few points here. It is how it works. MC protocol is local, so how it works one place is not necessarily how it works another place. But if you're going to tell these kids it don't work like that and it's not a thing, and yet we got video after video after video of them getting pulled over.
It's only a thing because the new generation took it from the internet. That's why it's a thing.
Well, it's a thing now. It's a thing now. It's not like you can pull it back. You can't throw the fish,
When people, and that's one of the things, even when I started out with MC protocol, and again, I like your way of doing it, but I'm talking about the million, and we talked about this, a million other channels are doing this. You got cops out there trying to teach MC protocol, and everybody is taking pieces and pieces and pieces of this different stuff and bringing it out there. That's why there's an issue. And MC protocol used to be taught by the clubs, not online.
Yeah, well, you know what? People used to deliver messages from runner to runner, not through smoke signals, and then later on it became drum beats, and then it was the wire, and now it's the internet. I mean, how people communicate changes, and one thing that we old timers have to understand is the internet. There's no longer the internet ain't real. There's no longer that. The internet social media is as real as it effing gets because it happens up here and it goes to the street, and that makes it real.
Well, it does make it real, but at the same time, we have to talk about this apologist attitude. Well, you know, because I was listening to you early. Well, they got to go through this. They got to go through that. They chose that. That's their lifestyle, and it's always been that way.
I agree with you, and I don't want to.
But it's not up to civilians to be told, hey, you got to learn this. You got to do this, do this. Well, wait a second here. Their money pays for that road. They pay their taxes. They have nothing to do with that. Why should they be pulled over by a club and told, well, you got to do this, do that? You know what? A 1%er is just that, a 1%er. That's it. They're like a minute part of what motorcycling's all about. And they can't be there to dictate to everybody else. I'm just giving you the other side here, man.
No, I agree with you. I was laughing at
and then
Jay Wayne here.
Then you wonder why that you got cops all over them. See, it used to be a secret type of deal where you kept in your own world. You never let anything spill out of your own world. You know, that was why most of them got clubhouses, because when they went to the bar, they'd get nothing but harassed. So they stayed at their bar. They didn't want to be around civilians. They wanted to live their own life. They didn't try to push their stuff on the civilians like they are now. It was all inclusive, man. But to say that, well, you got to, yeah, respect is one thing, but authoritarianism is something else here.
It is. It is. My approach is always, go ahead.
If you go through, and it's right now that short, I'm sure you guys all seen it over on the Insanity podcast. You got almost 99.9% of people fuming pissed right now about how that outlaw pulled that guy over. And those are the people who vote.
Yeah, I say it all the time.
And when they vote,
Mm-hmm.
you get the laws you get. It's on the Insanity Podcast. That's my other channel.
I haven't seen the Insanity podcast.
Yeah, I do that podcast on a different channel right now.
Is it
That-
called
that's just
Insanity
my
podcast?
take.
Okay, here we go.
No,
I didn't know. Is this it?
no, the Insanity Podcast by Insane Throttle.
Oh, this guy. Somebody else's. Wow. Somebody else took your. Look
Yeah,
at that
thanks for
bullshit.
thanks for letting me see that.
Yeah, somebody. Okay, I'm subscribed to it already. I forgot about this one. Okay, it's a
Go to-
short.
Yeah, it's a short. It's with the Outlaw.
Which one of these?
It's with the Outlaw. It's on there. I just looked at it. Or go up.
bro.
go
You
up.
got like 1,000 of these things up here.
I think it's the second one.
This one right
is,
here.
Is it a short?
That one.
Now look at the comments.
Look at the comments. 191. The ones who claim to hate the rules seem to have the most rules. I don't ask permission to pass anybody. I follow the rules of the road, not some psychotic biker. Doing 30 and a 45 and acting tough when getting past is the highest level of lame. Oh my God. I started riding armed. These guys rarely mess with you unless they outnumber you. I never want trouble, but if it comes around, it's going to have a bad day. Everyone is armed. Real 1%ers ride alone, not in a gang or with a club. Lord have mercy. Roasted.
Now you're seeing the general consensus of the public. And if you're talking about how clubs have to turn their way of thinking or having a PR type of stuff, they're having a PR disaster right now because of stuff like that. And let's just admit it here. The average age of a guy in a club is in their 40s. So now they're bleeding out membership because they can't get any younger guys in there. And continuing to do stuff like this before, and you know what? Let's talk about them bleeding support. I remember when a lot of chapters had 20, 30 people in them. They're barely enough to get 6 in them now. And it's because of stuff like this. So I believe in hard truth to make something to where you understand it. The hard truth is you act like an idiot, you're going to get treated like one. There is no rules except with, and like I said, me and you talked about all these other channels popping up. When you have a cop club giving MC protocol advice, something's wrong. And what's even worse is they take it out on the street. And like I said, yeah, it is local. Try that in Chicago, some of the stuff that people say. Just try it.
Yeah, Tia says that all the time. Tia says that all the time.
Tia's my girl, though. Hopefully she's doing good. I was worried. I was praying for her.
Thank you so much.
But Tia knows what's up here.
She does.
But let's see here. Would it be fair for COC or National Press to speak on this by addressing Let's Stop You know what? One of the biggest things, and if you look at my earlier stuff, was you never wore club colors on the internet because you would be validated at
or in media at all, Hollywood.
In media at all. But now, Black Dragon turned me onto this TikTok thing. And that's all I see over there is guys in club colors. Don't come crying to me when you're getting validated, you're getting busted.
I don't think they know what getting validated means.
Being validated, you're a known for, in the cop term, you're a known gang member now. You're not gonna be able.
You know what, Hollywood? Though what you said earlier. You said earlier about the younger generation, and I've seen this years ago when been around some other OMCs when they're trying to keep members off of off of social media and everything. But the younger generations are now coming up in the club in all these different types of OMCs. Now they're on TikTok, now they're on Instagram, now they're on Facebook, now they're on YouTube, and they want to profile their club. You know, they want to show the club. Yeah, I'm in this club. They, like you said, the validation. They don't understand that, because I'm just trying to show you my club, and I'm proud of my club. I'm proud of the diamond. I'm proud of or just the patch in a non-diamond club. You can't get it out of their heads that this may be bad for you, because this is their generation.
Mhm.
You know,
But
it's not their
and you
generation.
just,
You know,
you just said it right there. You know, they want to be proud of their club. Great. It's great to be proud of your club, but not in front of 50,000 people. You know, I had an issue yesterday where a club member, and I learned the backside of the story, because I usually don't take videos down. It's like, yeah, no. But he was playing around with his daughter, having fun. Yeah, this is my best. You know, these are my tight jeans, all that kind of stuff. And I think you know which one it is. But at the same time, is like, hey man, can you take that down? I'm catching all kinds of hell. And I said, you know what? Fine. It was because you're with your daughter and stuff like that. I'm a grandfather, so I'm going to help you out on this. But you got to know the repercussions of putting that kind of crap out. If
Which
you're
video was it? I missed that one. Which video was it?
it was of a Hell's Angel screwing around, acting stupid. And, you know, with the internet nowadays, it goes out to 50,000 people, you know, but you can't cry
Yeah,
because of that.
I'm surprised you took that shit down. That's not you. That is
Well,
not you.
As soon as somebody
You don't
said,
take videos down, bro.
as soon as somebody said, hey, I was goofing around with my daughter, and his daughter came on, was all upset. I'm not gonna, you know, she's a teenager.
You're the one that taught me not to take
No,
shit
what
down.
was so the video he had tight pants on? What was he doing?
He was like, well, this is my tight pants, this is my leather. He was acting all girly freaking crap. And it really made the Hells Angels look bad. It really made them look bad.
Oh, it was a video about a Hell's Angel. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it really made them look bad. And well, you know, I didn't take down the other video. And that's another thing. I don't want to ever hear you guys or anybody else. I don't want to hear anybody say snitches get stitches. I don't want to hear it.
Those days are gone. They're gone.
I got a video up of the Hells Angels talking with the cops. Yeah, that guy tried to shoot us. Are you serious? You to go on Instagram, it's right there. You serious? Well, that guy over there, you know, he pulled a gun on us. You're a freaking Hell's Angel. What are you talking for the cops for? So I don't want to hear no snitches get stitches.
But is that snitching? I mean, is that snitching, Hollywood?
You're damn right. Because now
snitching is only if you're snitching against like another outlaw motorcycle club.
Because you know why?
Telling the snitching, man.
As soon
wait a minute.
No,
Black Dragon, you just gave somebody the no punk award because they didn't say anything.
Yeah, but is it the same if somebody? I don't know if it's the same. So if somebody broke into your house, Hollywood, you're not calling the cops and saying that my house got broken into?
No, that's why I got my AK-47. But if you look at, here's what's the problem with that. If that guy gets busted, now that Hell's Angel has to be a witness and he has to write a statement.
And that's I think that's against like their bylaws and stuff. I think.
It is against their bylaws. Look at poor George Christie, man. He tried to bring up, hey, his club's bylaws said no calling 911, and Sonny Barger did. He had the tapes.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched that.
Oh, so Sonny Barger was 100 years old when he did that. When you talking about when he called the cops on his wife or whatever? Was that what you're talking about?
No,
well, you're a big believer, as many others should be, that bylaws should be followed. In their bylaws, it states XYZ. But when go to my Instagram, you'll see that. Pull up that video and tell me that ain't snitching.
All right. I
Come on, man. I'm putting you on the spot. You know what? I'm keeping you honest.
oh my gosh. Okay, let me find it. Hold on. Let me go to your channel here.
I love Logic, by the way, and I love your crew here.
Yeah, these guys have really brought me. They've elevated my show. I can't tell them that.
The second one. You just
This one right here?
Yep, hit that one.
Leave me alone. You know this guy? Yes, the big guy who pulled the gun on us. Which big guy? It was just like that. I showed you other officers.
Wow.
You did turn it off now. It's over.
I like what you're doing with all of your AI work here. Dirty white boy clothing, really?
Get your merch now at proudhooligan.com.
Okay. Is that a Hell's Angel talking? I thought that was somebody else talking. Is that a Hell's Angel talking?
Yeah, that's the Hell's Angel.
Yes, the big guy who
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
the gun on us. Which
I
big
see it.
guy? It was just like that. I showed you other officers. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's
Oh, you're not gonna tell me that's snitching. So when that dude gets arrested for gun possession, and they have an affidavit from him, that's not snitching. That's not against the so-called 1% life.
It would seem so. It would seem that it is.
Not to put you on the spot, BD. With
No,
all this
I mean, I can be put on the spot. Hell,
like I said, your protocol is really good, really dead on. But when you have other creators out there pushing this stuff into people's heads, that you got to ask permission when you just spent, 20 grand on a motorcycle, or like Logic's kid just said, well, I got to worry about this. And that gets people out of the sport of motorcycling.
maybe so, but you do have to ask permission, and don't think you
Hey,
don't.
listen, this is what I want to say. I want to say this too.
I won't.
And I'm glad you got Hardwire on here, man, because a lot
No,
of
this
the
is
stuff that-
Hollywood. This is Hollywood.
I mean,
Hot wire. What the?
excuse me,
Ah,
I like what he's saying because Black Dragon, a lot of the stuff that he's saying is stuff that I always say or I feel anyways. And
yes.
just like when I say certain things about what I'm not gonna do and blah blah blah, with Hardwire being in Chicago, that's not too far away from me.
Hollywood,
Man.
Hollywood 1%er.
Yeah, Insane Throttle.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go. Better.
So when
Hardwire's my boy, man, but I ain't Hardwire.
when I hear that, it rings a bell so much alike with Detroit, because our attitudes, man, is like, who gonna tell us what we can and what we can't do? Right or wrong, or protocol or not, you got people that's just like, man, we ain't about to be sitting here spending $20,000 on a motorcycle and somebody telling us what to do. And then you got you got more street dudes that's picking up riding these bikes, and they not understanding this motorcycle stuff. They just got this money. They just came out the dope game. They just came out of prison. They just came out the murder game, and they sitting there looking at some of these bikers as a joke because they just are. Not saying that is right, not saying that is wrong, but that's just some of the attitudes that some of these guys, have. And then when you do have people that get on the internet and say certain stuff, you get a lot of these guys, I'm going to say on my end, they kind of laugh at it and say stuff like, man, I wish somebody would come up and try to tell me what I'm not about to pass and what I'm not about to do. Those
So
are things that happen for me. And that's why, like in previous podcast that we shared, when I was saying that, I wasn't speaking on me just alone being lavish. I'm just a tough guy. I'm just a bad guy. I wish somebody would. That's my environment in my area of how we are.
yeah, but my job that I have carved out over the past 10 years is to keep the riding public safe and to keep motorcycle clubs, 99 percenters most especially, safe and rolling good. And it is, yes, all those things you guys say is true. But it is absolutely a thing out there. It is absolutely real. You see it happening. MC Protocol has been around. Hollywood passing motorcycle clubs has been around forever. It might not have been enforced. It might not have been something you saw a whole lot, but motorcycle clubs knew how to pass one another. You're right. The internet has pushed a lot of things, but it is real out there right now. It's real.
How do you
I know
combat
I've
it?
had.
Because you have been doing this 10 years. And like I said, anybody I say, go to BD if you want to learn something. I say that all the time. How do you combat all this other false stuff going on? Since you are the lead of that, you got to start calling some of these people out.
You're right. And you've been on me about that for a long time. And
because you are an MC historian. And, you know, a lot of people on the net go to you, rightfully so, for their information. So and that's just like I do biker news. Well, you know, I'm not going to sit there and puddle pat and swing from somebody's pecker. If you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell my audience you're doing something wrong. And you wonder why you're getting RICO'd. Because, you know, for one, your members can't shut up. But go ahead.
For the longest time, you were absolutely like the motorcycle club protector. You no matter what, you were always trying to find a way to shed a positive light. You're the guy who started the Bikers Angle news
as an organization, and I still do it today. As an organization, I try to protect MCs. When you have a guy out there selling a bunch of smack and his president don't know about it, and his president is getting RICO'd, well, maybe you should get tighter control on your club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or, you know what? When I have to face the news like we've had, well, it's not the whole club, because it is 100% honest that most of the people in that club are working hard, going to work to put food on their table for their family. This ain't representative of the club. That's how I try to protect clubs. That's the angle I always take. But when you got people going out there doing stupid stuff, you got to call them out.
You do.
But going back to the protocol stuff, everybody has you to go to.
No, there's a whole lot of other people they're going to now.
And that's the problem. You're 60, you know, you're 60, you're a dinosaur. You got over 30 something years in this.
Yeah.
You lived it, you've been there, done it. But then there's another, you know what, this right here upsets me. Another channel that has Cop Club. His nickname's Hollywood, you stupid idiot. There's only one Hollywood. But
there's another insane. There's another pocket. Your whole name.
Yeah, they always use my stuff. You know that they take your stuff. Come on, they do all video subjects on you. I'm just saying, man, when you're looking at this protocol stuff, you got to step back and say, you know what? That's not how it's seen by citizens. It's not the citizens' fault.
You know, and Hollywood, yesterday I did a story. Last night I did a story in Australia. On August 25th, the new law kicks in, and no 1% motorcycle clubs will be able to wear their patches or even say their names on the internet. Could that come here to the United States of America? If they are pissing off these voters?
Well, our subject for the biker angle this week, again, members only at the end will get to be able to talk and all that stuff. Topic's going to be the motorcycle club culture has become so policed and out of control.
Oh, are we doing one this Sunday? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You said everything's fine at home now. So
yeah, everything's good for me.
Yeah. So that's going to be our subject for Sunday. But I just wanted to come out here, give you a hard time, man.
Hey man, Hollywood, I love you to death. Hey, listen, there's a couple things here. Hardwire 1% said earlier, I only ever used to say AMA club, support club, 1%er or civilian. Now Black Dragon has me saying 99%er. I will say this. I believe that I did coin this 99%er term. The DC Eagles were the first people I ever saw that said 99% NFG. That was the first time I ever saw that. I came up with the term 99%er because everybody, when I first started doing YouTube, you did not hear the word 99%er. In fact, Gibber was so mad at me, he did a whole video. Black Dragon created the 99%ers. It didn't even exist. Where did he get this from? I got it from, I was like, oh, they want to be 1%ers. Hell, I'm a 99%er. And I started saying it. And it just flew across the whole. I don't know if I'm the guy who created it or not, but I think I damn sure did make it.
You just made my point. You just made my point about the internet
power.
Yeah, he just said it about the people getting on the internet saying stuff.
You just justified and solidified what he said.
And I also said that it's real.
Here comes the backtracking.
It's the real. You cannot say, you can say 99% was created by the internet, but you can't say 99% ain't real because people call themselves 99%ers all over the world now.
When it was just a mom and pop club.
And
you're over there taking a standing ovation.
And I want my respect.
You just proved my point.
I never said your point was wrong.
You just proved my point where I just said this passing 1%er stuff was never an issue.
But it has always been a rule. It has always been the rule. Yes, it has.
No,
Hardwire even said it was. I've always known about this rule.
Dude, I've been in this over 30 years. It was never a rule back then.
It just used to be almost never enforced unless a club is in the dangerous territory. It's not brand new. It's not a brand new rule.
Oh my!
Well, let me say this because we had an hour 16. Let me say this.
Oh, we had
before I forget it. And to keep everything equal. When I ride down the highway on my bike, I think I'm in my car. So if there's a group coming up, I say I'm in front, and I see them wanting to pass, I'm getting out their way. If I'm coming up on somebody and I want to pass them, if they're in the far left lane and I want to pass, I'm not going to get right beside them and fly past them. I'm going to move over to get around. But see, because I do that in my car, I do the same thing in my car. Unless it's a diesel. If it's a diesel, that's a totally different story. I only pass diesels on one side. But that's just generally what I do. I was passed by some Christians MC, and there was only 3 of them. I saw them get on the highway. I'm doing like the speed limit, but they were flying. And so when I moved to let them around me, and I'm by myself, and they acknowledged that. So there is some respect going both ways. It wasn't a whole pack. I just saw that they were riding faster than I was. So let me get out your way and let you go on by. So, there's some general things that you would know when you get on the highway if you're just a responsible rider or driver.
We got to get the hell out of here. Hollywood, first of all, brother, thank you so much for coming on my show. And you are welcome here every time. And I also want to thank you publicly for all the things you've done for me over the last 10 years. You have been a confidant, a friend, an advisor, somebody I've been mad at, and somebody that has cried with me, everything. And I just want to thank you for that and the leadership and helping me from the very, very first day when I got started, and all these people were tripping because a black guy wasn't supposed to know anything about MC Protocol. And one of your first videos was about black and white racial relations and all this kind of stuff. And you've always jumped in there. People don't know. They don't have any idea of some of the stuff that you've done out there. And a lot of the stuff that you've done to help me when I've gotten in trouble with big 1% clubs, you were on the phone calling and jumping up and down on people and just all kinds of things. And for that, I want to give you your public flowers and just tell you thank you. And I appreciate you so much.
So he
I
said
appreciate
pass a
that.
few times.
Say what?
So we saved your ass a few times.
Oh. More than you can count.
That's how you boil it down there,
More
Lavish.
than you,
No,
more
but
than you can count.
I appreciate that and stuff, but my only concern's making sure Tia's going to be all right and all that good stuff. But
Right.
we'll be praying for her, man, every day with
Absolutely.
her. So
Thank you.
we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right, Hollywood.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Yeah, that guy's been around for a minute, man. He's been around. He's been through the life, bro. Okay. Let's get you out of here, young man. Go. What? We can't hear you. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's talking to someone else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he can have a good day, Lavish. Take care. All right, preacher. Let's get you out of here.
All right.
Ah, boy, this was a good show. I
Yes,
did
it
not know that it went so long. Okay, and action.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Logic over here at Keep It Logical. I'm getting better, knees getting better. Listen, when you are on the road, regardless if protocol or whatever it is, just be safe out there. Pass responsibly and acknowledge that sometimes people just want to hog the road. Anyway, on 2s, on 3s, or even in 4s, do this one thing. Ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith. And keep it logical. Peace.
Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Hey, man, thank you all for tuning in and for being with me for damn near 10 years. Holy Moses. Hey, I appreciate you all. I thank you all. Make sure to get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, available at Amazon, on Kindle, and at blackdragonsgear.com. Look for me every night at about 10 o'clock, Black Dragon Biker TV on TikTok. We go live and we talk to you there. Hey, holding steady, 321 pounds. Come on with me. Come down with me. Let's drop this weight together. That's my 2 cents. I would love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. And get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.